Hey GP Mayor, just setting up the stream, so it'll just be a second. Hey Bad Boy Sketch and Cerson. I'm just setting up the stream, setting up the title and stuff, and then I will be away. That's no problem, JP Mayor. If you really fancy it, there's a 4-hour video you can watch. I don't think anybody wants to sit through 4 hours of just grinding the monster arena. How are you guys doing today? Almost there. Last thing to do. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. It was a bit of a stressful day at work. With everything breaking. Right, now we're all set up. Every time, but I really wish that YouTube would keep a record of everything that I set up, so I don't have to keep putting and pasting everything in all the time. Won't be an issue as soon as we get onto the computer. And like I said, JP Mayor, don't worry about missing the stream. It's not that much of an issue. Didn't really miss very much yesterday. What did we do yesterday? We managed to farm a load of jumbo flans, farm a load of greater spheres, to get fortune spheres or luck spheres, and we did a bit of blitzball. So not a huge amount that you were missing, but like I say, there is that 4-hour recording if you really want to go and find out what happened. I probably wouldn't ever watch it. So what I plan on doing today is farming the monster arena a little bit. I need to farm Fenrir. I need to kill him probably about 6 or 7 times. He drops an agility sphere, and I was, just before I started streaming, I was going through the sphere grid, and essentially from over here, over in this bottom right hand corner, all the way over to here, with filling in all the empty nodes as agility spheres. And agility for Una is 232, so we want to max that out at 255. So each one is 4. So yeah, so we need to max agility out for Una. So it should only be three or four more fights of the Fenro guy, and then we should be max agility, which will be nice. So when we first started fighting the not good, as in it's flaky. What about now? What about if I speak right into the mic? Is it any better? Better if I speak directly into the mic rather than having it hanging off my face. This is better. I'll wait for it to pop up on chat. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. I forget that I've got a really shit mic. Yes, great stuff. Hey, Quirpic. Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. How have you been doing? Thank you, Susan, for pointing out that the audio was bad quality. I don't have anything set up that I can hear myself. I would never realise. As I was trying to say, we need to farm this guy a couple of times just to get a few more agility spheres. Not too many, because we're almost there. We almost don't need any more. Have you been keeping busy, Quirpic? Quirpic was one of the first people watching me stream. Very helpfully gave me some hints and tips and sat in the chat room. And he sort of helped me out. So probably 2 more times with this guy. This guy's a lot easier than some of the things I was fighting yesterday. Easier now, anyway. When I first started fighting it, I could never hit it. It would always just dodge. But now I've got enough agility and enough accuracy that I can actually hit it. Three more weeks and then summer. Does that mean summer holidays for you? Or just the sun? You're just after the sun. Yeah, so I will be just moving quickly through the sphere grid to begin with. Just dropping some more of these agility spheres. And then we'll do something a little bit more interesting. I say a little bit. It's not going to be amazingly interesting because I don't really have much interest and stuff left to do in the game. At least not at the moment. We got the Dark Aeons and the Monster Creations left to kill. But we pretty much need to be almost 2 5/5s and almost everything to really stand a chance against a lot of the Creations and a lot of the Dark Aeons. No school in 3 weeks. The good old summer holidays. I remember the times. When you start the summer holidays and you like having all the time and you don't have to go to school. And then you get about halfway through and realise that actually you probably want to go back to school to see your friends. Yeah, so that should be one more agility sphere for Tidus. Hey Moogle, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So that should be the last agility sphere for Tidus at least. And then we're going to move him up to this empty node up here. to go through with Yuna, because I think Yuna's got one of the lowest agility ratings. She starts off with a lower agility rating. While I'm doing the sphere grid, I'll move into the calm lands, and you might be able to hear me a little bit better. Because the music won't be as overpowering. So I think I've pretty much done on farming spheres. It's now just essentially moving through and placing them. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there with sphere grid. I'm over halfway now, I'd say, through the grid. If we show you with like, where's Lulu? Lulu's probably the easiest to show you with because she's pretty much been through everything she's been through apart from this little bit in the middle. Is now fully filled. So as you can see, we've got all the top bit done, most of the right hand side done, and now first line on the bottom. So I'd say I'm about halfway, maybe a little bit more than halfway, which would be nice. What we do? We're going through Yuna, weren't we? And just seeing whether she's going to cap out on agility. So this trophy to get everybody through the sphere grid is just crazy. So it's a crazy, crazy trophy. Seems like such a strange thing to have in place. Alright, so she's capped out on agility now as well. So in that case I will move everybody through, probably not that far, and just get them all capped out at 255, and then we'll move on to the next stat, which I think will probably be either magic or evasion, depending on what I want to drop down next. Probably going to be magic. Evasion is not that important. I might even go for the harder one, which would be luck. The luck one's quite hard to grind because you need to get fortune spheres from the Earth Eater, which takes ages to kill. So after I've done the sphere grid, I think the first port of call is probably going to be Blitzball. I played Blitzball yesterday for the guys who weren't watching, and managed to get the status reels for Waka, and the Auroch reels have spawned in a tournament already. So I'm going to sit there and get those, and then the next thing we need to do is another league, which is another 10 games of Blitzball to get his sigil, and then we'll be done with Blitzball. Done and dusted. I'll wash my hands of it and move away from it. Do you guys like Blitzball in Final Fantasy X? Or do you hate Blitzball in Final Fantasy X? I found the audience to be pretty split on whether they like it or they hate it. Some people love it, some people hate it. So see, just looking in the in YouTube stream, we've got somebody else who's looking to get platinum as well, which is cool. Somebody else, hopefully maybe, potentially been inspired by me to get platinum, or just as crazy as me to get platinum. So I'm going to have to go back in and get some more speed spheres. Hey Gibbering Tool, welcome to the... I like your username. Gibbering Tool. How's it going? Do you like Final Fantasy X? I'm going to assume that you like Final Fantasy X because you've got into the stream. So we're going to need to farm this guy twice to get 80 speed spheres. But he's fairly simple, fairly easy to grind now. Used to be an absolute pain because he counterattacks every single move. But now that I've got all my characters with auto protect and 255 defense, he basically does no damage. Just wipe him out nice and quickly. So 2 fights, and that will be it. Who's your favourite character of Final Fantasy X person? I saw you on the stream yesterday, and you've come back today. So, who's your favourite Final Fantasy X character? Alright, let's just get out of here. Go backwards. Hey, I'm AM7. Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today? Just moving through the sphere grid for the first part of the stream. Just a little bit, just so I can make some headway on the sphere side of things, and then I'm going to be doing a bit of Blitzball to get the Auroch reels. And then, not quite sure, probably have a go at some of the special creations in the monster arena, see if we can get through them. Possibly the best game I've ever played. Done everything in there is to do, including beating Penance. How long did it take you to beat Penance, Gibbering? I'm hoping to beat Penance as well. I'm hoping to beat him without Zan Mantoing him with Yojimbo. I've spoken to a few people who have actually killed Penance without Zan Mantoing him. Everybody says that it takes around about an hour to an hour and a half to actually get through the fight. So he's got something like 12 million health. Which is a crazy pool of health. Hey Nicholas, welcome to the stream. I'm afraid the beginning part of the stream's not going to be as entertaining, as I'm just moving through the grid a little bit. Just to progress towards that really hard trophy of getting everybody through the grid. Does Lulu have her celestial weapon? Yes, she does. So I've done the lightning dodging and managed to get her crest. The only person in my team at the moment who doesn't have a celestial weapon is Waka. Well, he has his celestial weapon, but he doesn't have his sigil yet. The sigil for Waka is the last thing I need to do in the game that isn't a Dark Aeon or a arena creation. So after I get that, it is very much just Monster Arena and Sphere Grid, and then Dark Aeons. I'm hoping to start farming Dark Jojimbo at some point, but I need to have some more luck to be able to hit him. Because he doesn't have high evasion, he has 0 evasion, but he has such a high luck stat that he can basically just, it kind of works with evasion to a point. And because he's got such a high luck stat, it means that his evasion is really, really high. It took me 15 minutes. There are different ways of doing it, but it's easiest to not let the arm have a turn and set up your armor correctly. What do you mean by setting up your armor correctly? Do you mean switching your armor out in the middle of the fight? So I was aiming armor-wise to have almost, well, the three main people that I'm going to be playing with, which are Tidus, Riku and Yuna at the moment, although it might be Tidus, Riku and Waka, to have auto protect, auto phoenix and auto haste, and then have 2 ribbons and 1 stone proof. That was my aim. What does that sound like to you? Does it sound like a good set of armor? Or not? I don't really want to farm 3 sets of ribbons. Because farming that dark matter is a right pain and very, very slow. So almost there, and then we'll do a little bit of Blitzball. Probably, hopefully, 2 games. At the max 3 to get the Auroch reels. I have to go and recruit my team again because I've reset the data. Though it shouldn't be too hard to recruit them. They're mostly in Luca. Just out of interest, can everybody hear me okay? Citizen was saying that my voice was very, very bad earlier on, so I'm hoping that it's picked up a little bit for everybody. Right, let's go and recruit this Blitzball team. Ready to do some Blitzball. So first place we want to go is down into the... Actually, first place we want to go is actually nowhere because we want to go and get Brother. Hey Mr. Perez, welcome back to the stream. Yep, we want to sign him up. We're signing up for 10 games. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took a Blitzball to the knee. Blitzball to the knee. I reckon that's more painful or less painful than an arrow. I mean, considering Waka uses it as a weapon, it's probably going to be more painful.
Yeah, here we
especially
go!
if he throws it. So the first person we want on our Blitzball team, other than Brother, is going to be Wedge, who's just here. Wedge is a really good front attacking person, especially for the beginning part of the game. I go with Waka, Tidus and Riku. Armor should be the same for 3. Auto protect, auto haste, defense 20 and auto potion. Okay, so that's interesting. That's slightly different to what I was aiming for. Although I guess it makes sense. I mean, I've read a few times about the defense plus 20, but I definitely need Waka's attack reels. Yes, I realised I made a mistake by leaving Blitzball right until the end. Making a new team? No, I'm not making a new team. I reset the data within Blitzball yesterday to make the reels spawn. So I'm just having to go back through and recruit the same team. So the team that I'm using is Tidus, Wedge, Brother, Zalitz, Rop and Jamal. And that team is the best early on team. So we use Jamal as the keeper because he starts with Super Goalie, which is really, really good. And then the next character is Rop, who is on the Mihan High Road. Just need to go and see the save sphere, which I think there is one up here. And then go jump to that, and then we should be good to go. Yeah, Rop is really good. He's a really good defender. Although I find Rop and Zalitz a little bit annoying because they can never learn anything. I've kind of got to the point now where I've just accepted that there's no point just learning any technique. So we want the Meehan Highway, I think.
Here we go.
Where Rock is. There he is. And that's everybody. Ready to go. And get rid of Keeper. I'm hoping, yes, that they're still there. So I've got quite lucky in that I don't have to play the first one. I've got quite unlucky in that I have to play, is it the Albed Sykes first of all? I'm going to go back, I'm going to save this. Just while I save these, the screen will disappear because I'm playing on the PlayStation. And the PlayStation does not like to record the save screen for some reason. Right, let's go and do this. Luckily I only have to play 2 games. I don't know why I boarded the airship. I always do that by accident. Right, who are we fighting? Yeah, we are playing against the Albed Sykes, so this is probably going to be the hardest game. We want then Wedge, then Brother, then Zalitz, then Rock, and then Jamal. Go. Gibber and Tool. Use Riku's mixes of Trio 9999. S an extra null or on Hyper Mighty G. Where's my chat? Hang on, I've got another chat up somewhere. Question: what are you using to record PlayStation 2 game? Mr. Perez, I'm not playing on the PlayStation 2. I am actually playing on. Why does Tidus not have his jet shot? Hang on. I'm actually playing on the PlayStation 4. So I'm not playing on PlayStation 2. I've got the remastered version of the Final Fantasy X. So it's on PlayStation 4. That's why it looks so pretty. And Square Enix did a very good job of upscaling the graphics on the PlayStation 4. It looks really, really nice. So our first game is probably going to be the hardest game because it's the Albed Sykes and we've got no skills in essence. We've got no jet shot, which is normally the one that we would use to get to the goal. Otherwise Nimruk he's going to be a problem. There's no way he's not going to be a problem. So I mean, what we could do is I did save before we started, and if we can't beat him, he's got to catch you 18. If we can't beat him, I'll probably just load up from the save and play a league game or something, just one really random game and just level him up. I'm not sure anybody in my team has a high enough shot to get through him. Which could be a problem. So yeah, all I need to do is probably play one game and that'll be enough to get Tidus up. Brother's got a shot of 14, but even that's not going to be enough. I mean, he could get lucky, but I doubt it. And Wedge has a shot of 17, so Wedge stands the biggest chance. I mean, we might get lucky enough that we level up enough No, see, I can't break through Judah because she's got too much attack. I'm gonna just have to hope that she doesn't get a hand on the ball, which she does. Certain Sale, the reject shot does not become available until Tidus is at least level 3. Because you can't equip it until he opens up enough slots, and he doesn't open up enough slots until he's level 3. So hopefully after half time he'll have enough time on the ball to be able to use it. Gibraltar, when numerous contract expires, sign him up. The problem with that Gibraltar is that I only plan on playing the 2 games and then resetting the data to force the sigil to appear. Who is in the middle? Is it Wedge? Yes, it is. I thought I said sail, not south. My bad if I didn't though. If you've watched any of my past streams or watched any of my videos, you will be well aware that I am absolutely terrible at all names ever. So I do apologise. It's going to be a bit of a stretch to break through the 11. Yeah, it's like never going to happen. So we're gonna, as long as they don't get a goal, we should be good. Hey Maria. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to give Tidus some time on the ball, I think. Yeah, these guys just seem to have a really, really high attack and block and shoot. How's it going today, Maria? So as long as I can hold on for 0-0 to half time, that should give it enough. I should have had the ball enough to then level these guys up. If not, we're going to have to reset and play one single game before we play this one. Oh, he's going to go for a shot. No break though. Why would you no break? So let's pass to Tidus, because even if he doesn't get anywhere close to the goal, at least he's going to be handling the ball and therefore levelling up. As Maria has just put the link in, feel free for anybody to join my Discord channel. And if you want to, feel free to add me on the PSN. My PSN account name is the same as my streaming name. Well, we're not going to be able to break through any of these guys. I'm just going to take the ball from me straight away. So hopefully we've leveled up enough. Yeah, see, Tidus is now level 3. Now we're going to be betting on Tidus now. That's, we don't want him to have fish. Tidus, you can do it. Go and have a go. So all we need is the 1-0 on up. One man thrower. It's going to be a close game though, this one, I think. Oh, he's shooting as well. This could be a goal for the Albed Sykes. And it is a goal for the Albed. I think we're going to have to reset. I don't think he did enough to do. Okay. Swap that. Yeah. Sorry. Has not got the Albed sites. Didn't get seed. We got seeded, so therefore they up. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. And the tournament is locked in already, so we're just gonna have to play a league game to level up, I think. Assuming, of course, that our league game does not go against the stupid Albed Sykes. Well, it was nice to get seeded in the tournament. It's probably going to make it harder in the long run. What's an exhibition? Do I level up for playing exhibitions? There's only one way to find out. Hopefully I level up for playing exhibitions. Because I definitely need a few levels. Right, that'll do. Right, let's go and have a exhibition. And steal shots and passes if lucky. Okay. Yes, so I've just set all the marks. So hopefully I'll level up in this, get a few shots in, and then just be able to pass the ball around with inside my own half and just generally get everybody leveled up. So wedge is probably going to be our best chance of getting any shots in, at least at the beginning part of the game, because he's got a very high shot. Well, it's going to be a 50-50 chance whether we can break one person. It's not going to work. Let's see, let's get brother, run him around, get everybody on him. So hopefully we can break this guy and then pass. We now have an open goal, which means Wedge should be able to score now. Against the catch of 6, that should definitely go in. Yes, there we go. I'm gonna hope that the Albed Sykes also don't level up behind the scenes while I play this, because if they do, then I'm always going to be one behind. They might even be able to shoot from here now. No, Kulukan keeps taking the ball off us. Team break. Oh, excuse me. That's probably going to be intercepted. Yes, there we go. So what do you guys think of Blitzball? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? And hopefully we can pull these guys out enough that we can send the ball over to Tidus. Should be able to break both of those and still pass. Should be good, should be okay. Hey Christos, welcome back to the stream. Long time no see. See you later Christos, and good luck on your exam. Study hard. And yes. I don't think it sucks ass, but it doesn't. It's not that great. Especially when you're trying to get just trying to get something. If you're playing it to enjoy it, then it's fine. But all I'm trying to do is get the sigil. So obviously, trying to play just to get the sigil is so boring. Yeah, only played to get, that's pretty much exactly the same for me, Jibber and Talk, just playing to get the overdrives. This Kulikan is being a right pain. I think she's got the ball off me every single time now. Yeah, I'd rather be grinding the monster arena or dark matter rather than doing this. But then, that was my own fault for leaving it right until the end. Should definitely have not left it until the end. Well, I would say at the very most it's only 13 more games, but I'm having to play this game just to level stats up. Which is a bit dire, really. So it's a bad position to be in. Stupid Kulikan being a pain. I'll have a level of 6. Just a little level of 6. I only have a level of 6 because we couldn't connect to my old PlayStation 3 PSN account. Oh, I played half an hour and we don't even go up. You don't even go up. You don't get any XP for playing an exhibition. Yeah, that's a good idea actually, Mr. Perez. The problem is that I got seeded in the tournament, which means that all the team is at least a couple of levels ahead of me now. Which is going to make it really hard to actually win the stupid tournament. And it shouldn't be this hard to win the tournament. Hey Martin Barker, welcome to the stream. We're trying to play some Blitzball, but it's not going so well. So we've started the tournament. We got seeded, which means that we're under leveled. Long distance nap venom shots. I can't do them at the moment. I don't have them. I think the only way that we're going to be able to do it is play a single game of the league, and in that way hopefully level up a little bit. As soon as I've got the Jack shot open, then it should be okay. See you later, Susan. Thanks for watching. And I'm not sure about having fun while playing Blitzball, but I'm trying. Right, let's just go. All I want to do is level up a little bit, so we're not going to mess around too much on it, because even if we lose the game, it doesn't matter, we're going to level up. Thank you for the subscription, Susan. I appreciate it. I am hoping to platinum this game and platinum 10-2 and platinum 12 when it comes out, and potentially go and platinum a few more as well, but we'll see. Is he shooting from there with a shot of 4? No, we're still in auto mode. Give me control, I want control. So the Ronsos should be relatively simple, because we should just be able to run around them. In theory. I mean, it's a pretty big theory, but it might work. There we go. That should get a goal. Yeah, it is. So we've got 9 minutes worth of just trying to get as much ball control and as much shooting as possible just to level these guys up. So I thought I wasn't going to have to play all 3 games of the tournament. Turns out I probably am. He's going for another shot with his 4. It might work. Probably won't. No, definitely did not work. And he's passed straight to Wedge, who's on the other side of the court. We're not going to be able to break through because they've got 12, but we should be able to still shoot, have it blocked, and still have a chance of it going in. Yes, 2-0. So the hot weather in the UK is finally broken. It's finally pouring down with rain now. Not a fan of the hot weather in the UK. Yeah, I don't think the rain's meant to last. Playtime is a little bit out of date. Current playtime at the moment is 85-86 hours. So it's a little bit higher than that now. I think actually it might be coming up to 90 hours. So yeah, I'll have to update that manually. So all I'm doing now is just passing around, trying to get everybody leveled up a little bit. We're 2 up already, so the more ball control and ball, how long you've had the ball, the more XP you get. So the person that we want to have leveled up most is Tidus. He's going to be our main goal scorer, especially against the Outbed sites with Nimrut there. You have to get in Nimrud's face, pretty much. And we pass the brother. I'm based in Northampton, so it's not pissing down yet. It's been pouring down here for... Well, I say it's been pouring. It's been pouring down for about an hour, but it's been raining pretty steadily for the last couple of hours. I live down on the Welsh border, so we get quite a lot of rain down here anyway. Brother is so fast. You can literally just goes around everybody. There we go, those are the numbers that we like. Tidus being level 3, that's all we really care about. So this is a tougher team, not quite Maria. All the teams are the same teams as they always are. But for the tournament you have to win 3 games or you have to win 2 games if you get seeded. We got seeded, which meant that we didn't play the first game, but that meant that all the other teams leveled up by 1 game's worth before we had to go. And the first team I have to play against is the Albed Sykes, which are crazy hard anyway. Hey Mario, welcome to the stream. Go in. So yeah, it's being seeded has kind of worked, which is nice, but it's made it really, really hard to actually win that first game. Racing Fantasy 7. You race being a pain, but not like Chocobo racing in Final Fantasy X. But then the Chocobo racing in Final Fantasy X is a lot more fresher in my mind. Let's have a shoot from here. And it took me about an hour and a half to get the stupid Chocobo racing done on Final Fantasy X this time around. I remember playing it on PlayStation 2 and not having that much trouble with it. But this time around it has. Hey Kanan Dog, welcome back to the stream. Yes, hoping to only play 3 games of Blitzball tonight. Which should, in theory, be enough to get us the Auroch wheels. I started off the evening not very hungry. I am now starving. I can really probably get some food at some point. So yeah, not hoping to play too many games of Blitzball. This game here is actually not part of the tournament, it's part of the league. But I just need to level up the team a little bit, because the first game in the league is against the Albed Sykes, and those are a pain, a real pain. Kebab, rinse it down with a nice cold beer. The beer, yes. The kebab, no. Nice cold beer. And I don't know, spaghetti carbonara sounds pretty nice. How have you been, Kanan Dog, anyway? So 3-0, that's pretty good going. We should level up a reasonable amount. As long as I level up the front 3, which is Tidus, Brother and Wedge, it doesn't matter so much about the back 3. We have a good strong forward, then the backs don't really need to do anything. As Nightbot has so kindly put up, if you're enjoying the stream, chuck me a like or a subscribe. If you're not enjoying the stream, let me know what you're not enjoying and I will see if I can change it. I've only been streaming really for about the last 2 weeks, so I'm very new still to streaming. So any criticisms are normally taken on the chin and absorbed at least a little bit. I know one of the things that I really need to improve on is a better audio and better mic, which I hopefully will be able to sort out in about mid-month. Hey Balakan, welcome to the stream. Kanan Dog, I've been alright thanks, started playing Final Fantasy X and I'm getting ready to be introduced to Blitzball. I was starting at the beginning. It's so surprising how many people who have dropped in and out of the stream over the last 2 weeks that I've been playing Final Fantasy X have come back and said, oh actually I've started playing Final Fantasy X again. Got that hit of nostalgia. When you've got it, that hit of nostalgia, you just want to keep on playing. Audio ain't that bad to be honest. Yeah, it's not too bad, but it could be a lot better. One of the issues with the audio is that I'm having to use the PlayStation to do the audio. And the PlayStation doesn't allow you to adjust the audio levels that much. Grinding for the sigil, yes I am, Balakan. Although at the moment I'm just getting the Auroch reels, which are a tournament prize. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Blitzball today. Yeah, I was talking yesterday, streaming yesterday, and trying to figure out what I want to do in regards to games, and pretty much realised that I just want to play all the Final Fantasies again. I got asked whether I'd go back and play Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and a couple of other ones as well. I probably will. I'm just going to go give us a quick save. Mr. Prez, I like number 9. I think number 9 is probably my next favourite after number 10. Controversial, I know. So the general idea of the stream, so the schedule, so to speak, for the stream is to platinum Final Fantasy X, platinum Final Fantasy X-2, platinum Final Fantasy 12 once it's out, and then I want to play Nier Automata and platinum that most likely, and then probably go back and play some of the older Final Fantasies, or even look at playing 13 and 13-2. By that point, like I said, by mid-month, I'm going to be streaming from the PlayStation, but through my PC instead with the capture card, which means that I can then potentially play some of the Final Fantasies on an emulator, so we can go back and play some of the older Final Fantasies. And of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake, yes. When were they hoping to release the remake? It was relatively soon, wasn't it? I can't remember exactly when it was, but I know it wasn't too far in the future. So hopefully we can pull some of these guys out and we give Tidus a good run straight up to the goal. We're going to have to get Tidus right to the goal and right in his face if we're going to hope to score. Right there, that's good, that's exactly where you want to be. So no break and shoot. So still one down from the catch, but it might be alright. We just have to get lucky. We have to get very lucky because this is going to be the only shot. Yes. There we go, first goal. I bet you can cook most meals. I assume you're speaking to Mario. Hey HG Scotsman. How is your stream going? I was watching you a little bit earlier on today. And you seem to be catching up very, very quickly. Have you got to Zanakin yet? So we got our one goal that we needed. All we need to do now is just defend. Hey Ryano129, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today? You're capturing all monsters now, so you've gone through Zanakin already. Absolutely tearing through the game. Absolutely tearing through the game. Oh, this could potentially be a goal for the Albed Sykes. Oh, it probably will be. Ah, good. Bit of a clench moment there, bit of a clench moment. Just AP grinding now using Cactar King. Yeah, so you are tearing through the game pretty quickly. Yeah, you seem to have gone through it a lot faster than I did. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be told across 3 separate games, which will, I presumably, have their own individual release dates. I didn't realise it was going to be across 3 games. I knew it was going to be in segments. I didn't realise there would be 3 separate games. Yeah, the 3 separate games is a bit annoying, really. Ryano129, this is for the Auroch rebuild at the moment, so not for the sigil. Although I will be resetting the data after, and hopefully getting the reels. 5 Bonnie, welcome to the stream. Not so sure what you're so angry about. Tell us your anger issues and we might be able to solve them. Have a great weekend as well, HD Scotsman. I'm sure we'll see you one at some point. I wasn't expecting to survive that, so what are we going to do? Let's pass up to Wedge. Or is it going to get there? Oh yes, just got there. So I don't know who this is up on the top left, but we might be able to break them. No, we're not going to be able to break them, and they've got a high block as well. So this isn't going to go in. 5 Bonnie, not so sure what's up with you, but if you can't calm yourself down, we're going to have to kick you out the chat, I'm afraid. We understand that everybody's a bit irate about something, but you can't just come into a chat channel and start swearing, so consider that your warning, and your only warning. So 5 seconds left of the game, we might be able to get another pass in. Nope. But it's good, we're winning, so that's all that's necessary. So as long as we just stay that 1 up, that's all that matters. I don't really care about getting too far into the goals. We'll probably actually want a wither tackle. If I can select it, there it is. And Jamal, we can give the super goalie. Jamal's best thing is super goalie. And set the text, just in case we have any of these come through. Not that it should make any difference. Thank you for deleting the message, Maria. First time Maria's had to do any moderating in the chat. So let's see if we can open the second half of the game with a shot from Tidus. Feel much more comfortable if we can open, if we can be 2 shots ahead, have that extra leeway. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. I selected the pass by mistake. Well, we're not gonna get a shot ahead if I accidentally pass. So that could have been 2 up if I selected the right thing. So there's no way to go back. If you select pass, there's no way to go back to shoot. If you select shoot, there's no way to go back to pass. Now, I wonder whether that mistake might cost me the game. I hope not. Oh, 6 up. So I've been asking this every night so far, but what's everybody's opinion on YouTube versus Twitch? I stream primarily through YouTube at the moment, although I have used Twitch a few times. I was just wondering what people's views were on it. YouTube again. So hopefully in the middle of the month, once I get my capture card, I will be using a service called Restream, which allows you to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Although the downside of it is it does add a little bit of latency. It's a shame that the PlayStation, you can't just set the end point. It would be so much easier if you could just put the RMPT URL in for something and then just stream to that service. They seem to be very restrictive. Now, has anybody seen, is it Microsoft Mixer? Used to be Microsoft Beam. That's another streaming service, which is pretty cool. They have a pretty cool feature where you can stream to it, and you can set up a channel and have other people stream to the channel as well. So if you're playing a multiplayer game, for example, and you're playing in a squad, then you can have all of your squad stream to this channel, and anybody watching can see all of the points of view, which I think is pretty cool. That's a pretty nifty feature. So we'll see if we can sneak Tidus up the outside again. I could use OBS and PS4 remote. Unfortunately, my network here is not that great. I am, by definition, a country bumpkin, and so my Wi-Fi and my network is pretty bad. Which is why when I get the capture card, it'll be much better, because the capture card will basically do all the work for the PC, and there won't be any slowdown. My only regret about owning an Xbox One is that I can't play this anymore. The exclusive games on the PlayStation, I think, are better than the exclusive games on the Xbox. What exclusive games do you have on the Xbox? I don't have an Xbox One, so I couldn't say. But yeah, Square Enix very much likes to only put a lot of games out on the PlayStation. They don't seem to do very much or anything really for the Xbox. The Xbox is dead. Microsoft are not releasing another one after the 4K. Have they actually released that, have they? They actually stated that they're not going to be making another Xbox. So not leveled up very much, but leveled up enough. Who are we going to be playing? Are we going to playing the Ronsos in the final? Let's go and save again. I didn't realise that Xbox were in another console. As always with the save, the video is going to disappear for a second. We should be back. I have OBS set up on my computer already. I did dabble in streaming a few bits and pieces beforehand. Was streaming some Overwatch, some Heroes of the Storm, a little bit of World of Warcraft, and a few bits and pieces here, there and everywhere. But like I said, I don't really have an amazing connection, so pretty much limited to 720. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to stream in 1080. Even with a pass. Right, this should be the last game for the Auroch reels. Are we going to start with the ball? No, we've not started with the ball, which is a shame. But hopefully we can get it back pretty quickly. Although, probably not from the Ronsos, they've got crazy endurance. But luckily we've got some fast players and we can hopefully just skip around them. This is where they shoot and they score. And he's got a 10 shot, so there's nothing to be sniffed at. It's just like a little tank. Just keeps getting closer and closer and closer. He's gonna shoot. Ah, that extra one. Well, thankfully he didn't get anything. I'm going to go straight up to the top. We've got a pass of 11. Brother's the fastest, so we'll pass straight to brother. We might as well just do a standard shoot right in front of his face. Yes, there we go. And that's the game won pretty much. None really. The selections of games are limited. I think one game that I can think of for the Xbox that is an exclusive is sort of like Gears of War. So it's a pretty good game as well. I do enjoy the Gears of War's games. Not enough to buy an Xbox though. I think Titanfall as well, that's an exclusive, isn't it? Oh, we're talking about food in chat. It's making me more and more hungry. I tend to live off toast. That's pretty much it for me. Toast. We should hopefully be able to pass to Tita, and Tita should be able to outrun everybody because they're all pushing forward. Let's have a go. Yep, he's gonna do it. I think if you can get behind the goalie without anybody getting to you, you should just get a free shot. As in, like, it should just automatically be classed as a goal. If you can dribble the ball into the goal, it should definitely be a goal. So just going through the rungs now. Basically could just sit in my half and let them spin it out. I think the thing that I'm going to have left soon is going to be the sphere grid. So the fights themselves, fighting the monsters and farming things, that's not really that hard. Not really that tedious or boring. I mean, that's pretty good fun. The tedious things I've got left are the Blitzball game and moving through the sphere grid, and that's pretty much it. Toast with goat's cheese on it and peanut butter. I was with you when you said goat's cheese, Maria. Goat's cheese is lovely, but then you said peanut butter and you ruined it. Why would you put peanut butter on it? I have Gears of War 4 and both Titanfall games. You can get Titanfall 2 on the PS4, I think. Oh, fair enough. I knew that Titanfall 1 was exclusive to PlayStation. I didn't realise Titanfall 2, sorry, exclusive to the Xbox. I didn't realise Titanfall 2 was open to both. But then they did release Final Fantasy 13 and 13.2 on the Xbox, didn't they? I'm pretty sure I've got them on the Xbox, like on the old Xbox 360, not on the Xbox One. It's strange that they did those. I guess those games were built from the ground up, as opposed to remastering the 10 and putting it on there. I guess if the 10 is already working for PlayStation, then it's not so bad. Yeah, and Final Fantasy 15 is for Xbox as well. Because, yeah, like I say, those games are from the ground upwards. Whereas 10 is a remake of an old PlayStation game, so I imagine it must be easier to upgrade the code for an existing PlayStation game to a new PlayStation architecture. Maybe I'm talking about stuff that I don't know very much about. No point marking anybody because we're going to be resetting the data after this and trying to get the sigil to spawn. Toasted white bread with banana and parma ham. Banana and parma ham. Parma ham definitely. Banana? Not so sure. That seems quite weird. Banana and parma ham. The ham and pineapple is the standard over here in the UK. Probably not as popular as, say, like pepperoni, but definitely really good option for pizza. Why must we talk about food? It's making me more and more hungry. It works sweet and salty on crunchy toast. Banana goes well with Nutella on toast. I say, my favourite thing on toast is nice salty butter. That's it, nothing else. Nice warm bit of toast, nice and soft with crunchy crust and butter. Fucking pineapple does not go on pizza. Do I have to get Gordon Ramsay on the chat? Pineapple adds that nice extra bit of sweetness. Only small chunks. That's fine, Martin Baker. I wasn't. The chat is not restricted to not swearing. I just don't swear very much myself because I've got kids, so I get used to when I get home not swearing very much. The only reason why we penalised, I can't remember who even it was, somebody earlier, was because they basically just came in and started swearing for no reason. But the chat isn't marked for children really. You can swear away as long as it's constructive, I guess. Same with mozzarella, sprinkle a bit of salt on it. It sounds nuts, but it highlights the flavours. Salt on the watermelon will just melt the watermelon. Yeah, pretty much. Martin, that's pretty much how it goes. Like I say, I've got kids, so by the time I get home from work, I switch into parent mode, which is non-swearing mode. Unless I'm drinking, in which case, then that all goes out the window. So this is going to be our last game of Blitzball, I reckon, just to get the Auroch reels. Watermelon is for drinking vodka and then eating. That is the only purpose for watermelon. Chilling vodka. I've never had vodka out of a watermelon. We've had a an ice luge, whatever it's called before. That's about as exciting as we've got with the old vodka. We're going to go for a shot. Why not? Watermelon's one of those things that I quite like, but then you start eating it and you have all the seeds and the pips and stuff in, and it just becomes more effort than it's worth. The watermelon can drink a whole litre of vodka. I think if you're drinking vodka, it's got to be Grey Goose vodka. It's got to be Grey Goose. And you can drink that stuff all night and not have a hangover. Although it is pretty pricey. Vegemite and peanut butter on ice cream. Now we're just getting weird in the chat with all these food things. Vegemite and peanut butter on ice cream with lemon jello is about as crazy as the taste buds get. And that's about as crazy as anybody's taste buds are ever going to get. I mean, just some Vegemite on its own. Belvedere. Is that like Vegemite? Is that like Marmite? Oh, I think I've learned that my taste buds are pretty bland compared to your guys. And that's the Auroch reels. One step closer to the sigil. One step closer. I've got the door open with the rain. It's nice and fresh. And lovely fresh air. So we've just got another trophy. We've got the Blitzball Master trophy. So we're going to give that a save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to reset the data until the sigil appears. Once the sigil appears on the league, then that's pretty much locked in. We can keep it as it is. I don't need to play it tonight, but then we just keep playing. I can't believe... Hey Tuscaloosa, welcome to the stream. I can't believe this game's reincarnated. Ah, it's done more than just reincarnated. The game is the game's been remastered. It's in HD and it looks amazing on the PlayStation 4. So if you get a chance to get it and play it, I would definitely advise it. It looks really good. Salt and vinegar stick in a cream egg. That was from one of those adverts. It works so well, even though it sounds vile. Ghost chilies. Ah, now we're going on to the spices. I'm not a spice person. I cannot eat spice. So we're just going to sit here and reset until we get the sigil. Now the sigil only comes from a league, if I'm correct. There it is. There's the sigil. The game is better now than the original Remaster. So the Final Fantasy 12 remaster should be really, really good. It will be a version that I've never played myself because it's the can't remember what they called it, but basically they did something and changed a load of shit in it. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Poseidons. Nice to have you with us. Okay, so I'm going to go and recruit my Blitzball team, but I'm not actually going to play any Blitzball. But we've got the sigil spawns, which is good. Okay, my bowels disagree with the ghost chilies, and my mouth completely disagrees on eating them. Yep, I'm in agreement with Mars and Bacon on the ghost chilies. I just got the HD version of Found People live stream the game. This is my second live stream. Well, it's nice to have you with us, Tuscaloosa. I'm pretty much at the end of the game. I'm doing the final last bits and pieces, so I'm not sure how far you got on the PlayStation 2, if you played on the PlayStation 2. But essentially I've done everything bar the last few bits in the game. Blah blah blah. I'll be back later, Black Hat, at 6 PM here. I'm picking up Chinese. See you in a bit, Maria. Enjoy your Chinese. I'm hoping that the chat's going to move away from food because I'm starving. Have you defeated Overdrive Sin? Yes, I have. I've defeated Overdrive Sin. I've defeated the last Seymour boss. I've got a few things left in Sin to capture, and that's pretty much it before the last set of fights. So, as you can see, all of my characters are pretty much 9,999 health and 999 MP. I played on the PlayStation 2 till my PlayStation 2 bit the dust. The PlayStation 2s, they were resilient machines. They lasted for a hell of a long time. I remember taking mine apart quite a lot to clean it and do extra bits and pieces with it and just make sure it was still running. And yeah, it lasted for a long time. Martin Baker, you did miss the Omega defeat, I'm afraid, although I have trimmed the video where I defeated Omega and put it as its own little clip on the channel. Yeah, same with Ultima, although Ultima was pretty lackluster, to be honest. So if you want to go and watch it, it's there. My Slim is still going strong, clearing the laser is the pain of them. My Slim is still going strong, clearing the laser is the pain of them. I'm completely lost, Martin. What are we talking about? I'm afraid I'm not following. Ah, the PlayStation 2. Oh, you got the slim line. I had the old fat 32s. I had two of them. I think I've probably still got my old Final Fantasy line around somewhere as well. My kids have stolen my old Xbox 360. They play on that every now and again, although they're not much of a gamers because they're still a little bit too young. So we're just going to go and get Rock as well. Here we go. I think I'm going to do one game of Blitzball just to lock in that sigil for good. And then we'll go and do some Monster Arena stuff, I think, for the last hour of the stream. So we'll give it a save and do the first game of Blitzball. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. The Jupiter sigil should be locked in fully already, but I'm going to take no chances. My door stopped opening, so I'd have to pry it open, and that's how much I used it. Yeah, my old Xbox got like that. I had to use the quick release button, basically get a paper clip and go and press it. See you later, Gibber and Toll. Thanks for watching the stream. Good night and have a good sleep. Sleep well. So yeah, we're just going to do one game just to log this in. Just trying to think what order we want to add these guys in. No, I don't want butter. Why have I put butter on? Oh well. No. Ah, there we go. We can change. That was a mistake. You want that one. Can't set anything, but we do want to mark. Or not, because it's the Guardos, they don't have anything at this level, so we can't get anything. If you guys are enjoying the stream and you are new, throw me a subscribe or a like, and you'll be notified when I stream. If you're not enjoying the stream, you've probably already bounced out, but if you haven't bounced out, let me know what you're not enjoying about it. So we should be, I don't even, the Guardos are pretty easy to beat. Although they can be a pain because they're quite fast. Nowhere near as fast as the Outbred Sykes though. Like I've got 3 of the damn things on me now. I think I'm going to have to go and get a snack in a minute. All that talking about food. Lots of people watching you blitz to save a number of people who think it's bad. Lots of people crazy people watching me playing Blitzball. Only 100 minutes left of Blitzball. Only an hour and a half of Blitzball left. Assuming that I win, which I don't see why I wouldn't. And then I don't have to do it again, and then it's done. And then I just have 10 billion hours left in the sphere grid, moving all the nodes. That's a sign of true dedication, sitting there while I'm just moving through the sphere grid. I get bored moving through the sphere grid. I can't imagine anybody would want to watch it. Blitzball is the best. The lightning dodging sucked, especially with a high def TV. The lightning dodging is hard. I found it quite hard to begin with. The first time around I got to about 110, 120 or so. And then got distracted by chat. Eventually worked up the courage to do it again. Did it non-streaming and did it first time. It's one of those things that if you go to the right area and do it, and equip a no encounter, and just make sure you're concentrating. Really, it's not too hard then. Just taking it slow and concentrating, and you're pretty much good to go then. You're gravy, as they say. You're gravy. Up north. I assume they say that up north. I think Martin's from up north will be able to agree or disagree with me. When I say up north, I mean up north in the UK. I'm sure anybody not in the UK probably has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. Further north than me. So hopefully we've got enough of a handle on the board to actually be able to level up pretty decently. Tuscaloosa, I didn't know Blitzball was so popular. No, neither did I. It ebbs and it goes up and it goes down. Sometimes I get a lot of viewers just for Blitzball. Sometimes I get nobody. I've got a core set of people, core set of subscribers who always seem to jump back in and keep me company while Blitzball's going on. People learning how to play it. Not for me, they're not. Although, it's not really that hard. The AI is terrible most of the time. The only time that you're ever going to struggle with it is in the case of the tournament where you get seeded and everybody else gets leveled up above you. But we got the 1 goal, so that's a win. Let's see if we can shoot for all of them. He's going for glory. He's not getting there. So how many people in chat are interested or would watch the Final Fantasy X-2 Platinum run? I've asked it a few times. Most people seem quite interested in it. Would you prefer 10-2 run first or 12 run first? Because I think 12 is out. Is it in a week's time? I think 12 comes out. So we could potentially do Final Fantasy 12 run first before a Final Fantasy X-2 run. 10-2. That's why I don't like to reset following on from last night. I make sure I win every game and don't need to reset everyone. Yeah, the only reason why I reset is because I don't want to play too much Blitzball. You just keep resetting. The first few bits and pieces, first few games are a little bit harder, but generally speaking, as long as you sort of do the same sort of tactic, you should be okay. Poseidon's Will, I'm interested in any Final Fantasy. Great stuff. So which one would you prefer? 10-2 or 12? Almost the whole team to break. Probably not even going to break the first one. Nope. I mean, the general consensus is pretty much 10-2, which kind of makes sense after finishing 10. My brother feels like his movements just sped up as soon as you get him. I exit and save, then reload to get the re-rolls. Okay. So I tried entering and exiting, but it took a long time. It took about 7 or 8 enters and exits to get things to reset properly. Whereas the reset button, you just press X, and that's it. Just X. Yes, reset. X, reset. Easy. 10-2. I think we're going to be streaming 10-2 next. What's he doing? He's just spinning round and round and round. So I think we've probably got what, another week's worth of Final Fantasy X. Maybe a little bit longer for the super bosses. Past the wedge and run round. Yeah, very nice, isn't it? So I've still got the door open. Let the fresh air in. Let's pass to Titus. Yeah, 10-2. I'm not sure whether it's got more stuff in it. It's a lot harder to get the Platinum Trophy in 10-2 compared to some of the games, in that you can miss a lot of stuff, you have to replay it. The hardest Platinum Trophy, I think, by far in any Final Fantasy game is 13. It's not hard, it just takes a long time. I think to get the Platinum Trophy, one of the hardest trophies to get is a trophy to get every single item. And to get every single item, you've got to farm one of the hardest enemies in the game. And you've got to farm them once for each character to get a special ignite, to then be able to craft something to go and get a certain item. Oh, it looks like 10-2. It's the Japan second release version, so it does have more compared to the international one. Okay, so the 10-2 Remaster does have more content compared to the one that was released on the PlayStation 2. Well, 1 more minute, and then we'll go and do something else. Not main story content, but more content overall, I think. Yeah, I didn't realise there was more content. Because they didn't add anything to the 10 remaster, did they? They basically just left it as what it is and just remastered the graphics. I think maybe the only thing I read was that they made Ultima weapon or Omega weapon a little bit stronger. And in 10-2 you need to get 100% in one go. 100% in one go is actually quite hard for 10-2 because you've got that stupid option in one of the chapters. Right, that's done. That's locked in. I'm just going to give that a save. And then we'll go and do some monster arena farming.
You're counting.
So I don't think we've got much left to farm in the monster arena.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
There are also fantastic prizes to be won in the tournaments, including one of the 2 new dress spheres, about X2. 2 new dress spheres in X2. They add more dress spheres then, did they? That seems like a pretty big addition. Is that like the mascot stuff, I think? Sphere break is easy for me on Final Fantasy X too. I don't know what sphere break is. It's been a very long time since I played 10-2, so it's basically going to be almost like going in blind. I'm just going to go AFK for about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sphere Break is Rin and Shinra's money-making scam. Those are the kids, aren't they, in Final Fantasy X-2, Shin and Rin and Shinra. I think I remember. Getting all the items is a real pain. What's that, in 10.2? Is there a trophy for getting all the items, is that? So we've got Dark Matter. And magic spheres. So I need another 15 magic spheres to max out. I think that's basically it. So 15 magic spheres and 4 luck spheres. And then I need a load of fortune spheres, which I've only got 6 of. So at the moment I need 11 Lux fortune spheres. So I'm only going to grind fortune spheres for Tidus, and then I'm going to grind attribute spheres for the other guys to activate the fortune nodes. So if we kill the greater sphere twice, that should almost bring me up to enough luck spheres. And then we go and kill the Jumbo Flan a couple of times, and then see if we can potentially take out the Earth Eater. And we could always build a weapon for Waka. What's he got? So I've got one with break damage limit on it already. But it's got Fire Strike, and I think the Earth Eater is immune to fire. Hey Adrian Ruggiera, welcome to the stream. What do we need to customize the break? We've got enough. Oh, it's Dark Matter. Yeah, probably not going to use the Dark Matter. So all the overdrives are ready. They've got all the right equipment. Right, let's go and kill the Greater Sphere a couple of times. Or we could start from the top and work our way down. I don't think I need to kill all of the area conquest or species conquest to open up Nemesis. I think I just have to kill all of the original monsters. So I've not even tried to kill some of them. I had a go at trying to kill Neslug the other day. That took a very long time and I didn't get anywhere with it. So slice and dice first of all. Martin Baker also knowing what chest not to open near the start for the second time you come. That's a pain for 100%. I have no idea what you're talking about in regards to the actual game side of things for Final Fantasy X-2. I can't remember the chest-based stuff. I can pretty much remember the beginning part of the game where you get dropped into Mount Gagazet, or the top of Mount Gagazet. I can remember a bit in Guadaslam where you're running through one of the palaces, I think. And I can remember a bit in the Thunder Plains where you put on a concert on top of the airship, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, getting all the items for 13 is a pain. I'm not sure what the trophy list is like for 13.2, whether it's any better. I've only got an hour played in 13.2 so far. They really seem to milk 13 with, obviously you've got Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13.2 and Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. Never played Lightning Returns. Seems like a bit of a weird game. A lot of the reviews I read were attributing like the time thing to Majora's Mask for Zelda, but in a crapper way. Okay, so we just need to build the overdrive back up. So we go and kill old One Eye twice, and then we'll have enough overdrive to actually go and do the Greatest Sphere again. That's going to be enough to build the overdrive up for everybody that we need. And then we can go fight the Greatest Sphere and pretty much just walk all over it. Where's my chat window gone? There it is. These are the chests you must not open. Treasure chest in front of Dalan's house, who lives in the south end of Low Remaster. Elixir chest in Remaster Palace, which is in the south east corner of the cellars. The treasure chest in Nalbina dungeon, in the room where you get the infantry back, and finally the 16 chest in the southeast of Thron Coast. So you're talking about Final Fantasy 12. How come you can't open those chests? How come you can't open those chests? Why? Well, what happens if you open them? Oof, only just got that. Get the Zodiac Spear. If you open them, you can't get the spear. Is there any law around why you can't open those particular chests? Or is it just some random set of chests that you can't open? Surely there must be something tying those chests together. Just something the game does this. Are the chests any different from all the other chests? They look the same? Seems strange if they all look the same. And how would anybody ever find that out? Not to open those specific chests. We'll give Yuna Riku's overdrive and then summon the Major Sisters. Not sure, and the official guides. Ah, yeah, fair point. Don't forget the official guides like that have all the extra little bits in. They probably did it just for the purpose of the official guide. I'm going to assume that the Zodiac Spear is the ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy 12. I assume so because the game is called Aegis Zodiac? No, that's not right. It's called Zodiac something. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Alright, so that should be enough of the luck spheres to drop in. I'm just going to sell some of this equipment that we don't need. Don't need any of this. So we're going to need quite a healthy stockpile of gil ready to bribe some things for the attribute spheres. Okay, so let's have a go at the Earth Eater. I'm going to equip Waka with his Grand Slam and see whether he can do any damage. I'm pretty sure that the Earth Eater is immune to fire damage. But we'll have a go. The worst that will happen is that we lose 15,000 gil. Megaton Punch. Instant KO. Oh, let's see how much damage he does. 54,000. Not very much. So we probably need to push Waka through the sphere grid a little bit more if we're going to make use of his reels. Probably need to start practicing on trying to get the maximum amount of reels that you can hit, which I think is 12. So what we're going to do is just do the Don Tonbrew trick, just to get a few more sphere levels for the guys that I need to push through the grid. And then I think that's probably going to be it, apart from actually moving through the sphere grid a little bit for tonight. So we're probably going to have to fight with Don Tonbrew maybe 4 or 5 times to maximise everybody through the sphere grid. We probably don't want to fight with Don Tonbrew with the ultimate weapon because we'll kill him too quickly. And I didn't mean to do that. It was a mistake. Going to be munching on some biscuits, so sorry to anybody who needs me munching away. No, that's fine. Do you think the developers knew that people would abuse this monster creation when they put this one in? I wonder how long it find out. Wait, I wonder how many people through the sphere grid without doing this trick. Because that must have taken ages. Because it takes ages doing this trick. So a few more hits for this one, then cycle the party around. And it's Whacker's sphere levels that go up a little bit slower than everybody else because he doesn't have a really good weapon. But I'm pretty sure most of the people, most of the characters are at about 30 or 40 sphere levels anyway. One more round. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 hours. 3 hours left in the sphere grid. An hour and a half left for Blitzball. 4.5 hours. I think I'm about 90 hours into the game now. At least 5 hours to farm all the dark matter, kill all the creations, kill Nemesis, kill the Dark Aeons, and kill Penance, and then finish the game. It's going to be a close call. It's going to be close. I'm not sure whether we'll get sub 100. Be pretty cool if we could. I wasn't aiming for sub 100. Now what are we at the moment? So yeah, just coming up to the 90 minute mark. So it could be possible, we could get it done. So hopefully we might get away with doing the Don Tombri thing only 3 times. And then I'd like to go and do some fortune sphere farming, because that's what's going to make me able to farm Dark Yojimbo, is having that luck. Without the luck being that high, then there's no way that I can farm him, because he's just going to evade everything, get too many attacks in and just kill me really, really quickly. And then defeats Arc Bahamut. We need to have the ribbons, or Stoneproof at least, because his impulse spell basically hits everybody in one go, and casts a hell of a lot of effects and ailments at the same time. Sorry, Little Lost, how does Waka's Auto Resin Tidus help? Waka Auto Resin Tidus doesn't help. It doesn't matter who resurrects Tidus. All that it matters is that Tidus dies. So Tidus has got his overdrive set to... well, I think he's actually got it set to Victor at the moment, but it should be Stoic. And the other 2 guys have their overdrive set to Comrade. So the more damage Tidus takes, the more the overdrive fills for Waka and Lulu. And that's pretty much it. Whacker's spear just goes a bit slower than everybody else's because he's got less than optimal weapon. So Lulu's got a weapon with triple AP, triple overdrive, and AP, overdrive to AP, whereas Whacker's only got triple AP and AP to overdrive, but none of the triple or double overdrives. So it takes him a little bit longer, he's got to stay in the party for a little bit longer. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, just so happens that he's the one that resurrects all the time. AP to overdrive. The only way to really be able to get all the sphere in the game. There's no way that you'd be able to do it normally. Just farming enemies. Oh, didn't mean to save. So I just got Auroch left. Who's already got 29. So, and we'll actually, while we're here, we'll quickly set Tidus's overdrive back to stoic. And one more fight with Tombury. And hopefully one fight will be enough to get Auron's spear levels up to 99. It might be a little bit less. The problem with auto haste is you have to press triangle a lot to get through the people that you don't want to die. Yep, Phoenix Downs are the one thing that we've got to make sure we keep top up on. The first time I did the Dark Extreme fight, I ended that fight with 1 Phoenix down. It was a close pull. Obviously the only thing also Phoenix doesn't protect against is a mass wipe. So if something that's going to kill your whole party, then obviously there's no one to auto Phoenix, and so therefore you will die. So you still have to use auto life with auto Phoenix. But auto Phoenix will take priority over auto life. So if you have auto Phoenix and auto life, it's always auto Phoenix that works first of all. Not that it really makes much of a difference because they both heal for the same amount. No, I don't think there's an auto full life. Hey Dead Rock Gamer, welcome to the stream. Yes, I have unlocked all of the secret Aeons. I've got all the Aeons that you can get in the game. Welcome back to HD Scotsman. So yeah, the hidden Aeons in the game, there's only 3 of them. That's Yojimbo, Anima, and the Maker Sisters. You have to open up all of them to be able to get the Maker Sisters. It's the one thing I was a little sad about in this game was no Phoenix summon casting auto life on the party. Which Final Fantasy had the Phoenix summon in it? Is it 9? Did 9 have Phoenix in it? Seven. Hey Sophie, welcome to the stream. Seven had Phoenix. I can't really remember 7. Well, I can't remember Phoenix very well. I'm attacking with the wrong character. Okay. I can't really remember very much about 7. I can remember some of the summons. I can remember Ifrit and Shiva. They're obviously the first 2 summons you get in Final Fantasy 7, I think. I remember Odin, Knights of the Round Table, obviously. Bahamut. I can't remember any of the others. No, that's 8. Don't you get Ifrit and Shiva in 7 as well? I remember in 8. In 7 the first summon was Chokra. Oh, I can't remember. Obviously I can't remember as much of the game as I thought. Yeah, the first summon in 8 is Ifrit, isn't it? Okay, that's close enough to 99 for everybody. GF in 8 sucked. GF in 8? What does GF mean? So I'm going to be winding down the stream now. I'm going to stop streaming in about 10 minutes. I'm just going to start going through the sphere. Filling in Guardian Force. No withdrawal failed on withdrawal only. Guardian Force for summons. Oh, okay. I thought the draw mechanic in 8 was pretty cool. I don't think we need any more agility. No point dropping luck spheres at the moment because nobody has enough fortune spheres to activate those lucks. So might as well drop magic defense. Why not? Let's drop some magic defense spheres down. Yeah, I like the draw mechanic. That's probably one of the only bits of combat that I like from 8. So magic defense spheres, I think we need about 40. Yes, I've pretty much got the whole grid opened up. I've got about half of it left to fill with fill the empty nodes, which is what we're going through and doing now. Yeah, doing the draw while fighting bosses was always a bit of a pain. I didn't really, yeah, 8 wasn't my favourite. Didn't really like the story in it. I didn't really like the combat in it. I didn't really like the characters in it. I'm sure if I go back and play it again now, it'll be a little bit different. So magic defense wise, I think we only need to drop about 30 of these spheres and then that should be it. How do you rank Final Fantasy X? It's my favourite Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X is also my favourite Final Fantasy. Then followed by 9. And then probably 7. A lot of people tend to choose 7 as their favourite Final Fantasy. I think it's alright. I don't think it's the best one. I think 10's pretty much got everything at the right sort of level. It's got a good story, it's got good combat, it's got a pretty good level up system. I prefer the story in 9 over 8, but if I could see an FF8 in a 4K remake look awesome. I think one of the things that really put me off Final Fantasy VIII was the fact that when you move along, all your characters are 2D. Or they look 2D, like even though the graphics were really good for its time, they still look terrible. And I didn't like the fact that your whole party followed you around all the time. You just finished your book. It's all good. So we'll fill 2 more magic defense spheres in and then bring everybody down up to this point as well. Yes, I hope we get in Remastered 12. I never finished 12 on the PlayStation 2. So I would hope to get through that as well. Although, from what I've read, 12 is also a bit of a grind, or is even worse of a grind in some areas. But I will be playing through Final Fantasy X-2 first. So even if I do get 12, it will be X-2 first and then 12. I never finished it either. It was bloody hard. Yeah, I found setting up the gambits and stuff were pretty hard. I hope they remove the gambit exploit for leave it auto leveling. I remember using, I don't think it was an exploit, but when you get to the jungle area, I think, before a time dragon boss, you get like Black Panther-y sort of enemies, and you can basically just run around in a circle and kill them with the gambits, certain gambit setup. So it's not necessarily that you just leave it going, but it will. It's quite an easy place to level up. I used to try and flee from monsters and have a trail of them behind me. Yeah, well, that's the problem with having the monsters out of the random encounters, is you can see how much stuff you're running around. I know a lot of people don't like 12 because of the gambit system. I think the gambit system works quite well. It took a little while to get used to, as did the abilities board. I can't remember what they called it in 12 in the end. Job board, was it maybe? No, but I quite liked it in the end. Well, I think the story is a little bit slow to start off with anyway. all the red, blue, and green lines just pointing to everything can get a bit of a mess as well. I remember the overdrives. I can't remember what they're called in 12, but whatever the special ability is that you can build it up, were a bit weird in the way that they worked and how you chain them together. They didn't really feel like ultimates or overdrives or limit breaks. Also in 12, you're technically the bad guy if you think about it. Yes, the quickenings, that's what I meant, Sophie. Yeah, the quickening seems a bit weird, it seems a bit of a weird mechanic. You're the bad guy in 12 if you think about it. Just trying to rack my brains for the storyline of 12. The main storyline of 12 is to basically go and unlock the magic, isn't it? Of your ancestry. I think. Is it the Gillian Empire want to capture Ash for her magic. Or they want to capture the kingdom that she's in, or something along those lines. Who was in 12? Hey Boo, welcome to the stream. Who was in 12? I'm trying to think. So you've got Zen, who's the main character, I believe, was in 12. You've then got Penelope, who is the second character you get to play with. You then have Ash, who is the princess character. You have Balfir, who is a sky pirate. You've got Fran, who is some weird bunny thing. Who else do you have? You play as one of the royal bloodline for a little while. I can't remember what that person's called, but I don't think they stay in your party. Am I missing anybody else? I'm sure I'm missing a few extra people. I think your party was about 6, all in all. Weird bunny thing. Yeah, I don't know what she was. And she's a good character. Bash. Ah yes, Bash was the other guy. Yeah, so Bash is the guardian, or a fallen guardian of the army, I think. Guardian who's hit hard times. Either that or he was Ash's bodyguard. I think he was always my favourite character in Final Fantasy XII. I quite like Balfir, but I think Bash was just a little bit better. I imagine most people would say their favourite character of 12 was Balfir. I can never remember how far I got with 12 either. I think the last boss I remember killing in 12 was the Bomb King, maybe. It's been such a long time since I played 12. It's been such a long time since I played any of the Final Fantasy games, really. I've just realised that I've missed some nodes. Balfir seems to have the biggest personality, yeah. That's why I think a lot of people like him. He's the likeable character. The kind of the witty one, so to speak. And a lot of people tend to sort of orientate towards that kind of stereotype. I have to travel back and go and get these bits. Well, what about Final Fantasy X then, Sophie? And Boo as well. Who's your favourite character to be in 10? apologise if you can hear me munching away. I'm just eating a bedtime biscuit. So that master as well, Martin, who's your favourite character in 10? I don't think you said who your favourite character is. I think all characters are pretty great, actually, which is surprising. But my favourites are probably Lulu or Auron. So yeah, I would pretty much agree with you on that side as well. I think Auron is probably my favourite character. From a story perspective and a gameplay perspective. I think Lulu's got a really good story background as well, even though she's like a secondary character, I guess. Like you don't tend to learn very much about Lulu unless you do the optional areas. Yeah, Yuna's a good character as well. Although replaying 10, it's made me realise sort of like the character archetypes, like a little bit more what they are. So obviously when I played Final Fantasy X the first time around, I would have been, when did it first come out? Well, let's say 13 years ago or something. I would have been about 15. So not really sort of grasping some of the more nuanced parts of the gameplay or storyline. Excuse me. Even Tidus grew on me, but I think he is probably the one people dislike. 2001 this came out, so 16 years ago. At my age, take away 16. Yeah, so when this came out, I would have been 13. I distinctly remember skiving off school to play it. Yeah, I think Tidus is a bit annoying as well. Obviously, he's built up to be a whingy type of character, which is done really well. And I think that obviously the fact that you end up kind of liking the character by the end is sort of testament to the story and the way that it progresses. But even so, there are some points that are just proper cringy. Did you ever do the Via Infinito in 10.2? I'm stuck at chat if you have any tips. I don't think I ever did. I completed 10.2. I can't remember very much of it at all. We were speaking about Via Infinito the other day in the stream, and I think Martin was saying that it was under Bivao. I don't really have much of memory of doing anything under Bivao, so I'm thinking I probably haven't been there. So I don't really have any tips. I plan on doing 10.2 after this stream though. If you're playing through it, then maybe I can call upon you for some tips. So I'm going to be attempting to platinum the game. So I will definitely be doing it, because I think you have to go in there to do it to get platinum. So I just need to kill Kotos to get some more mana spheres. I'm running out of mana spheres. Yeah, it's an end game place. So you need to farm your level and use small grid, garment grid. So, oh of course yeah, because in Final Fantasy X-2, you slot your grid, your garment spheres into a grid, don't you? I forgot all about that. Actually, I think I can remember going down via Infinito. It's a pretty linear sort of maze, isn't it? It's all right angles with some walls that are blocked off in some places and some that you can open, I think. Am I thinking of the right place? I think I might have done that actually. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so I have done it. Even so, I don't think I'm going to be able to give you any tips. Because it would have been however long it came out. I played, it's one of the first Final Fantasies I actually got on pre-order. Because that was a thing. Even back then, so it was a pre-order game, not for the game. And it's taken me this long to actually remember that it wasn't just garments that you switched, but it was actually grids as well. I seem to remember killing quite a lot of things inside that place. I don't know how far I got. It's definitely a trial though. You would think it would be easy after Penance. He took me about 5 hours. Penance took you about 5 hours to kill. That's quite a long time. Persistence is key. Persistence is key in this sort of game. At the moment with this Final Fantasy, what I'm doing is I would follow the guide. Because I've already played through the game once, back on the PlayStation. So I followed the guide to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then I followed sort of rough guides on how to progress everybody and farm stuff. But what I've tried to avoid doing is following guides on how to kill bosses. I'm trying to figure out how to kill bosses myself. That isn't to say that the chat or anything like that is no spoilers, because it's not, because I've already played the game. The only time the chat would become a no spoiler sort of place would be when it was a blind run or something. You've leveled up way more than me. Have you killed any of the Dark Aeons yet? Yes, so I've killed all Dark Aeons up to, but not including Dark Bahamut. So because I'm going for the Platinum Trophy on PlayStation 4, one of the trophies that you have to get the Platinum Trophy is you have to finish the sphere grid with one person, and then you have to finish the sphere grid with everybody to get another trophy. But that isn't just going through and filling the sphere grid, it's going through and finding all of the empty nodes and dropping a sphere in them. So Lulu's probably a good example of what I've done so far. So I've started up here, and I've done everything above us, everything to the right, all of this stuff down here, all of this stuff down here, and where I'm coming up now. All of these purple lines, apart from the bit directly in the middle, will now be 100% filled. All in all, I've probably spent close to about 5 hours in the sphere grid, at the moment, and I've probably got about 3 hours left. I think it's probably about 10 hours to actually click through and move everybody through it. That's where most of the grinding comes from at the end of Final Fantasy X. Especially if you want to min-max stats. Dark Aeons, there is an easy way to get Yojimbo Affinity up, unlike Black Cat, who has done it the hard way. Yep, so I said at the beginning of the stream that I would not be Zanmanto in any of the Dark Aeons. And I've stuck to it, all bar the first one, which actually happened right at the beginning of the stream. I Zanmanto Dark Veilful, so that I could just progress with the game a little bit, because I needed to get back in the temple. But I've taken out Dark Ifrit, Dark Ixion, and Dark Shiva the hard way, as Martin put it. For Dark Bahamut, Anima, Yojimbo, and Mega Sisters, you pretty much need a ribbon though. Or some way of clearing status ailments off, because they basically riddle you with everything. So I've tried Dark Bahamut 1 time, or 2 times I think actually, and he's basically killed my whole party in one go. Just because I didn't have any status resistance or anything like that. I've tried to farm Dark Yojimbo before, and that's not gone very well because he has stupidly high luck, which I need to equal. Reject Sphere and Veil for second overdrive at Facade if you missed them at the start. Yes, luckily, Martin, I got the overdrive right at the start, and then I went back and got Reject Sphere the other day. So I do actually have both of those. Bahamut is a bastard, he's probably the hardest. Yes, because of his impulse. And his impulse does what? Blind, silence, stone, confuse, curse, and a couple other things, and hits like a train to boot. So for pretty much all the Dark Aeons left, I need the status ailment removing, so that's where the ribbon comes in, and I need a decent set of luck, which is where the monster arena comes in. So I'm dropping magic defense spheres at the moment, just to bring my magic defense up. But the next thing I'm going to be dropping is luck spheres, I think. And drop luck spheres, grind the Earth Eater. Oh, sorry. Yeah, drop luck spheres, grind the Earth Eater for fortune spheres, just for Tidus. And then get lots and lots of gil and bribe male spikes for attribute spheres. Because there is no way I'm farming the Earth Eater for any more than I have to. No, you don't need ribbon. I can't remember what I used for the Bahamut. I think I used Aeons as shields. Oh, we could have a quick go at him, I guess, after we've got Auroch up and running. We potentially be able to take him out just with Aeons. Aeons aren't off the table as long as it's not Yojimbo. But then I said I was meant to go to bed 15 minutes ago. This is the bad habit I'm starting to develop whenever I'm streaming. It's get so late. I just can't stop. So I'm not sure whereabouts in the world you are, but it's 12:15 here. Well, it's not raining anymore in the UK. So we're non-rainy UK. Yep, I'm in the UK too. Thank God for the weekend. Yeah, the weekend's pretty good. I've got to look after my kids, so... Right, let's go and have a quick go at Dark Bahama. I'm gonna need to get some overdrives up. So let's set his mode to Victor. His mode to Victor. So everybody now has Intrust. So what we can do is we can basically load up people who don't have their overdrives.
You're counting.
Let's fly to Zanarkand. Just farm a few things just to get these overdrives up and running. What's the quickest way to this place? There we go. Alright, just farm something to get overdrives. So every character has auto protect, auto haste, and auto phoenix on their armor. Riku actually has stoneproof. Virtual Gaming World, yes, we are on the PlayStation 4. And neither did I, Sophie, not until somebody in the stream told me about it. So let's cycle everybody in.
See ya!
True, keep up the good work. We'll keep an eye on you. Thank you very much, Virtual Gaming. So almost at the end of the game, Virtual Gaming, so pretty much just doing the last little bits and pieces. Right, hang on, who needs a load? So Yuna, Riku and Lulu are all done. So these three need to do something. And let's actually equip everybody with... He's already got his ultimate. We want Spirit Lance, Nirvana, God Hand, one, and Onion Knight. There we go. So just farming the overdrives at the moment, so to get overdrives up ready for everybody. That should be Tidus's overdrive full. Come on, there we go. Oh no, ambush.
Enough.
I'm not sure if everybody builds their overdrive if they don't actually have a go. Yeah, they seem to. Right, one more and then we should be good. We should be able to go and have a go.
Take that.
Easy stuff. Oh, it's so much more satisfying to come back and, you know, just destroy everything in these areas. Oh, that's good. That's close enough. Alright, formation. We want Yuna, Riku, Tidus. Swap Yuna out to Auron actually, because Auron's got first strike and we can then just load up straight with Yuna. There's a save sphere in the bottom, isn't there? So we'll have one or two goes, and then that'll be it. And then it's gonna be bedtime for me. Good luck. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna need it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to keep Riku in the party because she's the only one with a stone proof on her armor. I'll just give that a quick save. Nah, you'll smash him. No, last time I didn't. Last time he smashed me pretty quickly. Let's have a look. Dark Bahamut doesn't have a summoner, does it? He's just sat there, ready, chilling. Now, does it counter straight away? I guess the best way to find out is to summon something. So, Dark Bahamut has 4 million HP. I think, and almost 255 in every stat. And he'll probably wail on Anima and kill it in one hit. Hello, Islamic Holic. A weird name. Yep, so I was right, he did just basically obliterate in one go. So let's just set up for the eventuality of actually being killed completely. I'm going to use Riku to entrust to Yuna. Now, I didn't actually see how much damage Anima's Overdrive did. To Hyper Mighty G. These are not doing very much damage. Okay, so he doesn't counter. Now I wonder whether it's worth going straight in for the overdrive with the Mega Sisters or whether it will be worth actually having a go first of all. Probably just going to have to combine powers. just like no damage. It just does nothing. Posada is what we like. That's a good skill, but not when it does 3,000 damage. Dodged. So this is the skill that kills me, is the impulse. It's alright against an Aeon. Hey Mario. Hey Art of Gaming, welcome to the stream. Just to let you guys know I will be finishing in just a second. Having a quick go at Dark Bahamut to see how well I can do. It turns out not that great. At least I soaked up this overdrive. There's always that. So I think this is where the luck stuff comes into it again, because I should be doing much more than this amount of damage. Well, we need to have Riku in the party pretty much all the time. We need to have Yuna, but we can swap out Tidus for Auroch. Or not. Skill, let's go for a quick hit. Yeah, that stupid luck thing. So Super Mighty G would have probably been better to raise Impulse. Or use an Ultra Null, or yeah, no, I think that's where I'm going wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed now. Now his Ultima will do to him. That leaves me nothing. I don't think I'm gonna win. I don't think it's gonna work. I'm just doing no damage. Poor Whacker, he's not been able to hit anything from him before. Because Baleful definitely dead. If you spam aim or optional, you'll do some hefty damage with physical attacks. Yes, I think that's what I was missing this time around. All dark. Aeon soak up magic. Oh, Una can hit him. Apparently Una has quite high aim. Oh, that's game over. And I think that's pretty much me gonna call it a night, I think. Nice, what's that? 3 hours stream, so. Yeah, not even that close really, was it? Right, I'm gonna go and sleep. For anybody watching, if you've enjoyed the stream, chuck me a subscribe and you will be notified when I am next on. Thanks for the stream, we'll watch when you're next on. Thanks very much, Sophie, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks to everybody who's been in chat talking. As I always say at the end of my streams, the streams are always better when we've got people in chat talking. It gives me something to talk about, and makes the whole streaming process a lot easier and a lot nicer, I think. So thanks everybody, and I will see some of you tomorrow, no doubt. Have a good day or good night, depending where you are in the world, and thank you again.